Hello, welcome to this third video where I show how to release a ROS2 package as a binary. In this part, I will show how to generate a changelog file, how to bump a package version, and how to run Bloom to do a first time release. Let's jump right in. And I will be using the online platform from the construct. So now I will just log into my account. If you don't have an account, just go to theconstructsim.com and create an account for free. So you can follow along this video if you click on the link on the video description, and you will see a window like this one here where you will get a copy of all the files and the notes that I will present to you in this video in your account, so you can follow along if you want, or have it as a reference for the future. So go ahead and clone this Rosject. Great, let's wait a second until this loads my IDE here and my notes. So as I said, this video is about releasing a ROS2 binary package to the ROS2 build farm using Bloom. So this is the third part of a video. I have here placed a link to the video, the part 1 and the part 2, but they are on our YouTube channel, so you can search there too. And so basically I'm assuming that you followed those two parts, that you have a ROS2 package that you want to make publicly available for everyone, that you have knowledge of Git and GitHub basics. So just as a recap from part 1, we need to install some tools that we use to do this release. So you run this command here and it will install Python 3 catkin package, and it will install Python 3 Bloom. In my case, this is already installed, so that's why it was very quick. Now you would also need to set this environment variable named rosdistro_index_URL with this value here, just to make sure that we are pointing to the right index version. This is something that Bloom will use, so make sure that you set this environment variable. So from the previous part, in part 2, we did a pull request to add our registry through the ROS/ROSdistro source entry, but you have to make sure that this pull request gets merged. So if you have some comments, just make the changes that are necessary, and then when they are merged, you can continue with this part here. Okay, so what I will do now before we do this release is to make sure that our code is actually building and running as we expect, because we will publish something, and just make sure that there are no changes from that you made some last minute changes that maybe now something is broken, I don't know. So just check that everything is running, it's building. It's something that's very quick that you can check. And in my case, I launched here's this gazebo simulation, and with this robot here, and then I will test my algorithm. My algorithm here is it's a wall follower algorithm. So the robot should start moving and follow the wall. So in my case here, it's not doing this. It's reversing and turning. So apparently there's something wrong with, there's something wrong with my algorithm. So we'll just stop it here. Let me see the source code. Just very quick. And then, well, I already know that I have this safety parameter distance set to 5 meters. So if there's an obstacle closer than 5 meters, the robot would start turning and reversing. So I don't want that. I mean, it's wrong. In my case, 5 meters is way too much. So I will reduce this. This is the default value here. I will just leave it as 0.5 meters. And let me just build this package again and run it. Just to make sure that it works as expected. This is just a demo, so don't worry about the parameter. This is just an example to show, oh, okay, this was a small mistake here, and make sure it works before you publish it and make it available to everyone. So it's building now. Will take a few seconds. Great. Now I will run it again. Let me open here the simulation. Oh, now I can see the robot is moving forward. Let's see what will happen. It detected the wall, so it's turning left, reversing a bit. And I'm expecting that it will move forward. Yes, if there is no obstacle in front of it. Great. So we can see that now the robot is, or the algorithm, it's working as expected. Let me just see if when it gets closer to the next wall, it should turn left again and then continues straight. Yes. Okay. I will kill this node here and kill the simulation. So another check that you can do is go to your repository here and run just a git status to make sure there's nothing to commit. So your changes, your local changes, are actually in your repository as a commit. Great. So let's actually now start with this. The first step, which is to generate the changelog. So what's a changelog? A changelog is a file that contains a list of the most important changes that occurred since the last release. In this case, this is our first release, so it will include the features, what is this about, the most important stuff here in a few lines of code. So this changelog file is intended to be read by other developers or even users that want to know what is this about and what changed since last version, so they know if they have to update or they will just keep the previous version. So we are inside this wall follower underscore ROS2 package, and to generate a changelog file, we just run this command catkit underscore generate underscore changelog dash all, and it will do this for us. So let me do an ls, and now we have this changelog.rst file, which was not here before. So with the code editor, I will open this file, and let's see this what's inside. Oh, wait. Great. So we have this forthcoming header. This is, don't change this. This is very important that you don't touch this line here. Otherwise you will break something. So here you have a list, bullet points with some descriptions of changes made. So let's find out how this is generated. Just let me execute this command git log one line, and if you I wanted just to quit here. You can see here the commit messages since the creation of the ROS2 package, and what was added here. This minimal rule based avoidance node, this parameter here added, some debug statements added, some fixes here, refactoring. So now let me go here to the changelog file, and you will see exactly the same. It's basically the commit messages, like create this ROS2 package files and adding these parameters, adding the log debug statements, the refactoring, renaming, fix, bug fixes. So we don't need all this detail. Normally what you do is just have a summary of your changes. So you can edit this file, and in my case I will just, what's important here that this is the initial version of this wall follower, and it has some logical behavior which depends upon 5 zones in front of the robot to avoid obstacles. So that's it. We don't need all the details, since this is an publicly available ROS publicly available GitHub repository. Anyone could see the commit messages anyway. So you want to have a summary here. Great. So now that generated this changelog file, we need to add it to our repo here. So to do this, we just use the git add command. I will add this changelog file. Let me clean the screen. And as a commit message, just let me use here add changelog. That's straightforward. Great. So I have added this commit. Just let me show 3 last commits. My latest commit is add a changelog. Great. Next step. Now I will bump the package version. So what is a package version? Basically, when you create a ROS2 package, it will have the default version number 0.0.0. And each time we do a release, it will increase this number. So let me just show you here if you go inside the package XML file, you will see here this version tag is 0.0.0, right? Exactly. So now we will increase this version number using this command here, can prepare release. Let me just run it from the repository or this package directory. So it is asking me if I want to prepare for the release of the version 0.0.1. So remember, we had 0.0.0. So it is increasing the patch, what's called the patch. This third number here is the patch. This is okay for our first release. So it asked me for my GitHub username and password. So let me type this in, paste it. So now it is asking me if I want to push my local commits and tags to the remote repository. It's also telling me that it created a tag. We will see this in a second. So enter is yes. Again, my username and password. And again, my username and password. So what's asking now? The source repository has been released successfully. Next step will be Bloom release. Right. So the next step is to run Bloom release, but I want to just show some of the changes that were just made. So using Git, I will see what were the changes, the last commit. So what happened here? This inside the changelog ROS file, the foregoing header was now changed to a header with the version number and today's date. So that's all. And inside the package XML, this version tag was changed from 0.00 to 0.01. And additionally, I will run this git tag command, which will show you the tags in the GitHub repository. And now the tag number is 0.0.1. So it added this tag. So we could also see this with git status. Sorry, git log. Let me just, yes. I just ran this to see the 3 latest commits. So now there's an additional commit with the version number, and you can see here this tag also here, which it's a Git feature. Great, let's move on. Here I have included some notes about semantic versioning, but we will not go into this in this video. So now let's run the Bloom release command. So what is the structure of this command? Basically, it's the command is called bloom-release, and we can we will use this new track option here each time that we create a release on a track that where we didn't have not released before. So let me just change this. It's new track here. Basically, since this is our first time release, we have never released. It is you will have to use this new track option here. If you release then a new version and you continue releasing updates to your package, then it's not necessary to include this new track option here. What you will have to include always is the distribution where your releasing this package, and you use this ROS distro option. In my case, I'm releasing to Humble. And the truck, you specify the truck is Humble, and then you place the name of this repository, which is how it is called inside this distribution.yaml file. Great, so don't worry much about the details here. You will learn a lot if you actually do and execute this and do your releases. For now, just let's continue and see how this works. Wait. Great. So now it's telling me that it could not find this repository in this distribution.yaml file, which is located here, and therefore it will ask me to input the URL. So if you follow the previous steps and the previous videos, you will have this repository here in the ROS2 GBD release repository. So that's what you would that's what you have to provide here in this step. Okay, it is asking me for my name and my email because I am not registered here in this I would say this instance here at this virtual system in the construct. So I will do this now. Okay, so I entered my name, my email. So I configured Git, but since it could not commit, I will have to start over again with this Bloom release command, and I will do it quicker now. Just enter the repository name that is asking for. Wait, what's this? Great, so let's continue. So now it will ask, it will configure this new release track. So it will ask, what's the repository name? So in this case, the repository name is wall_follow ROS2. So in your case, it will be different. What is the upstream repository? So where is this repository hosted on GitHub? So it will be on your GitHub account, and you have to provide the URL. So now it will ask me the version control system. I just can't hit enter. It will take the default value, the version, enter, the release tag, also just default. So the develop branch, I will use the default value. The ROS distro is also suggesting to use Humble, enter. The patches directory, none, that's okay. And here I can take the default values too. So it will ask me again for my username and my password. Let me get that. Okay, so what's it's telling me here is that the here it checked out the reference 0.0.0, which is the tag. I showed you the tag before that it created a tag 0.0.0, and this tag is not in the upstream repository. Basically here my repository where I have this wait, let me open it. Where I have this the source code. You can see here the tags, so I will go here to tag, and this tag here 0.0.01, but not the tag 0.0.0. It's not created here. So what I will do now, I think that probably because I entered here the release tag just the default value, or it just took 0.0.0. So I will run this command again, and now enter 0.0.1, and let's see if it will work. So let's do this quickly. The repository URL, just enter this. Great, repository name. Repository URI. I'm taking this here from my notes. Git version. So here I press enter, and release tag 0.0.1. Develop branch proceeds to humble. Release repository push URI, enter. My username again. The package and it ends upstream are version 0.0.01, but the version to be released is 0.0.0. Okay, so I investigated a bit, and could be that because I have one branch main on my remote, which apparently has the detected version 0.0.0, and I also have the master branch there in the upstream. So let me show you. I have main and I have master. So it could be that it is searching for these or this detector version. It's inside the main branch, but everything that was pushed to the master branch. I think so. It's worth trying again, and I will just enter here as upstream develop branch master, and then we will see if this actually works. That's not the command. So let's repeat the same steps. So repository name is here. The URI, this one. The version control type, the version, I would leave it in auto. A release tag, also auto, because let's just do this test. This branch is master. And now we will see. Okay, looks better now. I think yeah, we're seeing messages that we didn't see before. So fingers crossed. So I will just change here. What I did now is to put as upstream devel branch, I just put master, and I'll just enter here the default, so version and tag. So we'll update here this on the node. Release complete push to release repository. Yeah. My password, my name again. Would you like to add documentation? No. Would you like to enter an access token? No. Great, so it is asking me for a access token. It is providing me here this address here. Let me click here. Basically, it's telling me in GitHub here under personal access tokens, you will be able to create a new token. I already created one, which I called just Bloom New. It has not expired yet, so I will provide this here. And yeah, let's see. Open a pull request. Yeah. Yes. So it's taking some time. I see some messages here: git add, git commit, git push, push to fork, and that's it, I think. So it opened a pull request here. This last message here is open pull request. Okay, so yes, this was the last message. Pull request open and add. So I will just add this to the notes so that you know that yeah, when you see this message here, basically you're done. We'll just put XXX here. It's not that relevant because your number will be a different one. And now let's visit here this pull requests. So this was created for us. A pull request to the ROS distro repository, and it's telling me it increased the package version number, providing some details here, and this is done automatically for us. Now it's doing some checks. Pull request labeler, jam linting, summary. So it's okay, all checks have passed, and yeah, we will have to wait what happens. So someone will have to review or merge this pull request. This can take some time, days, or I don't know. And then we will have to address the comments on the pull request. But if it gets merged, then on the next release cycle, our package will be available. So maybe I will do a follow-up video when the package is available and it can be downloaded using apt. So that would be a nice thing. So okay, but that's all for today's video. It was a longer one today, but nevertheless interesting if you're wanting to release your own packages to the ROS build farm. Great. So let me just put this away. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me just show you the courses that we have here on our platform at the Construct, so you can learn the foundations, Linux for robotics, Python, C++ basics, to basics, ROS2 basics. You can learn ROS basics, which is ROS1 basics, and you can learn the intermediate ROS2 or advanced navigation. Also, you can learn about robotics theory. So there's a lot of material if you want to learn robotics or improve your robotics skills. And yeah, at the moment we are also receiving new students for the master class that will start very soon. I don't know when you're watching this, but the master class for 2023 will start in March. So maybe you could enroll if this is for you, but just check here. Let me log out here from the platform and show you where you can have where you can read more about. So you would, sorry, this is wrong. URL deconstructsim.com, and if you go here to the bottom, there's this Robotics Developer Masterclass link, and here you can read more about the masterclass for 2023. It starts on March 6th, and you can read about what this is all about, different phases of the masterclass, what you will learn, and about the internships. So if you're interested, maybe we see us on the robotics masterclass this year. So, well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe or comment or share, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.